Hi guys, welcome. I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to be running through probably a 15 to 20 minute mobility flow. This is going to be great for any time of the day. I especially love it in the morning, first thing when I'm waking up, to kind of wake up all of my body parts, get my core centered, and get my day started. But I'll catch you on the mat. All right, you guys. So today I'm just going to be walking you through this entire flow. We're probably going to be spending 4 to 8 breaths in each movement, but I'll go ahead and walk you through everything as we go. Just follow along. So we're going to go ahead and give a big breath up, reach hands all the way up, and dive forward. If we need to bend those knees, we can, especially feeling out depending on when you're doing this in your day. And we're just gonna walk our hands all the way out, feeling how the calves feel, all the way out to plank. And we're gonna perform 5 inchworms. So I want you to keep doing this movement. We're gonna walk our hands right back up to our feet, just until the heels touch. And then you're gonna walk it right back out to that plank movement. Keep going, walk it right on up. Heels are down. We're going to go ahead and walk it right back out. Core is tight, pelvis is tucked down here at the bottom. Reach those heels up at the top. We've got one more here, you guys. You're doing great. Feel those calves, those hamstrings opening up, the backs of the legs, and then the core is nice and tight here at the bottom. Go ahead and open up your hands just a little bit here, and I want you to drive that left foot forward through those hands. The heel should be nice and planted on the ground. From here, we're going to take that back leg, and I'd like for you to drop it down, the knee down to the ground. We're really going to be fighting to pull the chest up and open up this right hip. Go ahead and replace the hands back on the ground, lift that knee back up to straightening, and we're going to repeat that movement. So drop that knee down, lift the chest up, big deep breaths. Great job, you guys. Straighten that knee out, really press the heel back, drop it down to the ground and lift. 2 more times. Straighten it out, drop it down and lift. Last one. Awesome job. So you're gonna go ahead and take that back foot and bring it up. So you're in a bit of a triangle on the lower half. And if you need to, you can walk your hands up the shins to the knee or to the thigh. And you can keep that back here. Or if you're down here, going to give it a nice little stretch, but we're going to keep this dynamic today. So I want you to go ahead and walk all the way up to straightening up, hands above the head. And take a quick note. You can either be straightened all the way up and hyperextended in the back with the booty sticking out, or you can engage this core, tuck the booty under, and open up that hip while your hands are directly above you. So I'd really like for you to tuck that pelvis, keep the core nice and tight. Everything is stacked above the hips and hands shoot straight up. We're gonna go ahead and send the hips back, keeping the core tight, and reach forward over that front leg. Sweep it on up and down. Good job, you guys. You should really feel this stretch in that front leg's hamstring. Feel a lot of stability in the hips and in the core. We're gonna do one more, send those hips back. And straight back up. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and melt down over that front foot. Hands will go on the ground. And I would like for you to go ahead and bring that foot back down into that nice long runner's lunge. From here, we're going to open up our feet. So go ahead and peel that back foot open. The front foot is going to turn, and we're going to keep the heel down on the ground. So you're going to go ahead and bend into this nice deep stretch if possible. And then we're going to rotate up and over this other leg. Hand is going to come up and over. Good. So right back down into our first side lunge. Just to remind you, if you're getting confused, we came from our front runner's lunge, and we just opened up to the right side. Heel is on the ground, knee is out. And we're going to go ahead and guide over to that other side in a big reach. Good. Right back down to this side lunge and over to a big reach. Now, a modification to this movement, you guys. If you happen to be right here this morning, Or this evening, wherever you are, that is okay. Coming up and reaching over. Okay, so our modification will be here, reaching forward and reaching up and over. Good job, last one. So we're gonna go ahead and come back down into this side original lunge. Go ahead and switch that forward back to our runner's lunge. Good job. I hope your hips are starting to feel a little bit more open here. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and bring ourselves into pretzel. And if I drop my back leg, sit on this hip, then I'm gonna be into pretzel, but I'm gonna be facing back behind you. So I'm gonna turn myself around. And here we are in this pretzel movement, okay? And like you're going to go ahead and reach your hands all the way up high. And that leg that's over the top, that's the side that we're gonna stretch down towards. So your hand will rest over that top leg, eyes will gaze back over the shoulder, and go ahead and draw those arms back up overhead. Great job, you guys. Reaching back down, nice big deep breath. Around, and right back up. And up. One more time. All the way down and around. Whew. Great job, you guys. Okay, so come out of this pretzel, but you're going to just lean onto that front leg and shoot the back leg out again. But I'm going to turn back around to my original side so I don't confuse everybody. So here we are in that original runner's lunge, okay? You guys are doing so, so great. What we're gonna do now is just come down into our seated core, flipping it over. And we'll get to our other side here in just a moment, but I'd like for you guys to roll it on down into our core. So feet are gonna come up, flex those feet, toes are reaching towards the nose the whole time. And we're just gonna do the lower half for happy baby. So draw one heel down to the ground and tap. And really slowly draw back up, and the other side. Heel goes all the way down to the floor. You're gonna come back up. Make sure that you're really tucking the pelvis under. The lower back is stuck to the floor. Draw that heel down. Toes pulling, opposite toes pulling up to the nose. Big deep breaths. Good job, you guys, and I want these nice and slow. We're gonna be working the core, but opening up the hips at the same time. Really focusing on the form here. Pull those toes towards the nose at the top and drop the heel all the way down. We've got one more on each side. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and grab those knees, tuck them into the body, and you're just gonna rock side to side. Relax that out just a little bit. Next, I'm gonna have you bring this into bent knees and 90 degrees in the hips. Flex those feet, and the same exact movement, but we're coming from our half bend spot. So, heel touches down to the ground, and right back up. Heel touches down to the ground. Good job, you guys. Make sure that the knees and the hips stay in this strict 90-degree position. You don't end up getting here. Okay, so right in 90, right in 90. Drop the hip. Heel down to the ground and all the way back up. Really tuck the pelvis. Lock that lower back onto the ground. You might be getting tired, but you can absolutely do this. Keep pushing. Big deep breaths. You've got one more on each side. Drop it down. Heel all the way up. And heel all the way up. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and grab those knees. Relax the core and just rock it side to side. All right, so we're gonna come right back up to seated, where I'd like for you to come over and roll over to one side. We're gonna end up doing both of them, so whichever one you wanna start with is fine. We're gonna go ahead and actually, let's go ahead and bring it up to full standing on this arm, especially if you have any shoulder issues, it'll make it a little bit easier and lighter on your shoulder. So full extended arm, we're gonna come up to knees, side plank. So shoulders will be facing forward. You really want to make sure that this wrist is stacked directly underneath the shoulder, which is going to feel quite a bit closer than you think. So get that hand nice and close into the body. Lift these hips up, shoulders facing forward, hips facing forward. You're going to go ahead and reach that arm up and over, and right back down. Over, and right back down. Holding big deep breaths. Good job, you guys. Really reach, 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 reach. You got 2 more. Hold these hips up. And last one. Good job. Come to relax and then switch it over to the other side. So remember, bring that hand up and underneath you, quite a bit closer than you think initially. Knees are going to be stacked on top of each other. And you're going to go ahead and bring the body up, really pressing the hips up to the ceiling so that you're creating a bit of a C underneath you. Wrists, shoulders are stacked, and we'll go ahead and reach that arm up and over. Really pressing those hips up to the ceiling. Good job. Keep it up, you guys. You're going to reach that hand all the way over, stretching to the opposite floor. Good job. Pressing those hips up, 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 up. We've got 2 more. Big reach. And last one, all the way up and over. Great job. Whew. Come back to relaxing. So we're going to go ahead and come right back into plank. We've got our other side, our right side of the body to go ahead and stretch out, and I will guide you through that. So let's come back up into plank. We're going to go ahead and drag that other leg, whichever one we did not do the last time. We're going to drag that open here. All right, knee comes down to the ground. We're going to pull that chest up and open, really driving that hip down to the ground so that it opens up. And then replace those hands, straighten out that back knee. Here we go, taps down and open. Good job, you guys. Big deep breaths here. You're feeling those hips open. Shoulders are down, away from the ears. You're really wide when you come to lift the chest. You got 2 more. Really pull that chest up and open as the hips guide you down. Last one. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and place those hands back down on the ground. You're going to come up into that triangle pose. Slowly but surely, we're going to walk it up. Get a nice little stretch here. And then walk it all the way up to standing, hands above the head. And remember here, you can either stick that booty out or engage the tummy, squeeze the glutes in to tuck the pelvis under. You should feel a little opening in the hip. Whew, and a nice stacking right from the hips to the ribs and all the way over the shoulders, hands up over the head. Go ahead and send those hips back. And we're going to drive our body over this front foot. And swing the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, stack everything back up. Remember, if this is a little bit tight for you, go ahead and bend this front leg a little bit this morning, evening, wherever it is. Go ahead and tuck the pelvis. Send those hips back. Big deep breaths. Finding our balance. We've got 1 more here. Great job, you guys. So go ahead and peel those hands down. You're going to replace them right back on the floor where they were at. Go ahead and come back down into that runner's lunge. And we're going to open up these hips to that side stretch. So finding wherever that side opening lateral lunge stretch is. And then go ahead and plant this other foot, shift the weight. You're going up and over. Nice overhead reach. Okay, so going back down to that nice deep stretch. Reaching over to an overhead reach. Modification here, remember you guys, is going to be just coming up to center and leaning a little bit over, finding that nice deep stretch on our original side, pulling that knee open. We're gonna come right back up to standing, and then you're gonna drive that arm over as you reach over the other side of the body. Okay, so modification. We're stretching, we're pulling this knee open, standing straight up, and then driving that hand over the other side of the body. Great job, you guys. I'd like for you guys to go ahead and find that nice deep stretch on the original side. We're gonna turn back to the runner's lunge with that foot forward. And how do you all feel here? Great job, you guys. So from here, remember, we're gonna draw that back leg in underneath our body, coming into the pretzel. So get situated and nice and comfortable, and finally back to the front. And when we're sitting up nice and tall, we're gonna reach our hands all the way up. And the side, the leg that is over the top, that's the side that you're going to turn towards. And stretch. Gaze over that shoulder in the back. And hands come right back up to overhead. And back down, nice side stretch. Up overhead. Good job, you guys. Big deep breaths. Relax those shoulders. Got one more here. And all the way up. Great job, you guys. Go ahead and shake this out. We're gonna come right back up to our plank. Play around with how you feel here. I'd like for you to walk those hands up, 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 over those heels. Bend the knees and roll it on up. Well, thank you guys so much. I hope that you really enjoyed this mobility flow. Remember, this is perfect for your mornings or for your evenings, and I will be checking in to make sure that you're doing them every day because it's good for you. I'll see you soon.